Good morning. Good morning, my collective. How we doing? Let me give you one more. Mm. Allow me to tune your human biofield. Good morning, Ophelia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always being here. I appreciate you so much. Hello to you, beautiful blue-eyed woman. Excuse for the low energy. I am under the weather. I have sinusitis. I I escaped. That's excellent. I'm glad that you got away from whatever you felt trapped by, whatever that may be. I send you blessings, and I hope that you're healing. I hope you're doing the work to heal. So, um, I'm under the weather, but I'm here for you. I'm here for, if you read the title and you saw the thumbnail, I'm here for Kenneka Jenkins. I'm here for you, Mama. I've been getting messages from her for a while, and I'm just, I'm learning my spiritual gift. I'm learning the way that Spirit talks to you. So I definitely don't know everything, and I do miss signs, and she's been sending me signs for a long time. Ice, cold, freeze, snow, like all these cool, like all these words. And I had known about her demise before a long time ago, so I just didn't piece it together. I watch a lot of mysteries, unsolved mysteries, cold cases. I find a lot of compassion for those stories, and maybe because of my gift, I was always drawn to them, and so it's my honor to now be able to maybe get a higher perspective of those scenarios. But I definitely did not put the pieces together for this one, and it's very it makes me upset when I do that. I know I shouldn't be upset. I shouldn't be upset because I'm learning, and it's a lesson learned. But I have been getting signs from her, and right now, so far, she has said drug force. I don't know, generational shifts, and the and if you watch me, I do the three for me. If the spirit gives me three signs, I know it's for me, and that's how I confirm that a spirit wants to come through, a loved one, or spirit has a message about something very specific. So I'll get one message, and if I don't know exactly what it's pertaining to, I'll say, well, give me more, and give me signs, and I'll see what I can put together. I do need to blow my nose. I have sinusitis, so please forgive me. I'm here to do the work. I'm on my second day of antibiotics, so I do feel better than yesterday, the day before. Oh my God, I was dying. I was like, oh my gosh, which we do want to touch on a little bit on why I was so susceptible to sinusitis, but we'll get into that. So I want to just share with you the picture. Um, so first, where is it? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm unprepared over here. Oh, here. So the first thing was this. I was at work, and for number one, Spirit has always told me multiple times, through the necrometer, ice, freeze, cool, snow, like all these references to being cold. And I wasn't thinking of Kenneka Jenkins because she did pass, or they found her passed over in a cooler, in a freezer, in a latched freezer. So I was at work, and I was making the muffins like I do, and there's a big bowl that we put the muffin mix in, and we and I and after I scoop all the blueberry muffin mix out, I put the dirty bowl into the big sink. And we do have latched freezers at my job at the bakery. And so I do this every day. I do this every morning, so it's like not It's not even, it's inconsequential. So I did it this one day, and and then I turned around and I saw in the bowl it spelled ice. It spelled ice. Pastor Paul, I love you so much and I send love to you. If you don't want to be here, that's okay. But if you want to understand from a higher perspective through spirit, that's what we're here to do. And I talk to Yeshua all the time, and he helps me to understand. He's an ascended master. And you can stay if you want. But if you're going to rant and rave about your own beliefs and disrupt the energy, then I gotta get you out, okay? And I don't want to do that. So please stay, please behave, okay? So it says ice, and you can see it says ICE, okay? And then, so that was the first one, and I was like, clearly, and I had already had the reference to all the ice and the snow and the freeze before. I immediately thought of that, and I'm like, Spirit, what is this? Give me another sign. So then the second sign was the same day, okay? It was the same day, and I took a screenshot because I was on the necrometer, and it says ice. It was the same day, and it says ice. So I was like, okay, I'm onto something. I got something. And it says, look by the exit, which, if you know anything about the Kenneka Jenkins mystery, she was wandering the hallways, most likely looking for an exit outside of the hotel that she was at. So it says, look by the exit. It said, and it also says cool down at the bottom, which it's really hard to see, but it does say cool. So that was the second sign. And then the third sign was my favorite gossip, celebrity gossip journalist, or whatever you want to call him, Sloan Hooks. He has like 1 million followers. He's so cute. I just love his style and his delivery and his compassion for people. He made a video about Kenneka Jenkins and some conspiracy or some link to Selena Gomez, which, it was just a rumor. But this is Kenneka. Oh shit! She may have fallen. It may have been some kind of fall or something. Well, that's Kenneka. Hey, Kenneka, we're gonna talk to you today, girl. I got your messages. I'm answering the call. I got you, boo. I got you. So that's the 3 for me. But before we get into it, we just wanted to discuss a couple downloads that we got based on our own experiences that we want to share with you. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Oh, thank you, Kenneka. So, I'm sick. I have sinusitis, which is, it's my own fault. It's my own fault. Happened because you don't read the questions. What questions? Is there a question? My uncle passed away 2 years ago at a very young age. I wonder if he is okay and he is mad at me or not. Well, this isn't a personal reading, and I'm not tapping into your uncle, but what I will say, and what I know from being a spirit medium, is that no, no. What we do a lot of the times as humans is we will place our human linear beliefs onto non-physical loved ones. But from our understanding is that once you cross over, first and foremost, you are a non-physical energy of so much anger. You are a non-physical entity of energy, made of pure positive energy and unconditional love. That is your original state. And anyone who crosses over goes back to that state. So all of the hang-ups, all of the things, all of the fighting, all of the emotions that were experienced as a human, they do not carry over to the other side. It's not like that. It's complete forgiveness, it's complete understanding. They do a life review, or go into the truth booth, as what we have. Did it say? It did. It said so much anger. Yeah. What happened? They said so much anger.
In the dark.
In the dark. So I don't know. If you want a personal reading, I can definitely you can email me and we can try to connect and see what's going on. But the anger might be yours, you know? The anger might be yours and not having to say what you had to say or have closure or something like that. Or maybe there was so much anger at the time before he passed. You know, there's because from what I know, there's no anger on the other side. That's not a real emotion. It's a real emotion, but not when you cross over. It's an emotion here on earth. It's a distortion of love. All emotions are a distortion of love because that is the only true frequency that exists beyond this experience. So I can 100% tell you that whatever happened between you and your uncle, he does not feel that anger where he's at. And if he does, he could be earthbound depending on what he's done or what he can't forgive himself for in his life review. Spirits go through a life review, and if they feel like they cannot forgive themselves for actions they took in or people they hurt in their life review, they'll be earthbound until they can release those uh, things that they cannot forgive themselves for. So it just depends on the soul, and it's not a punishment. Spirit says it's the truth booth. So every soul goes into the truth booth to have a life review to see how their actions affected everyone in their lives. And if they have done things that they cannot accept in their soul form that they feel they just can't let go of, that's when you become an earthbound spirit. And that's why you'll have like ghosts, or you'll have like battlefields will have the energy of what happened there that gets imprinted onto the property or to the land, things like that. So we can definitely do a reading, a private one. If you want, you just email me, patientewithspirit@gmail. Okay. So I have sinusitis, you guys, and this was my own doing, and I had a revelation about it. I got a download about it, and I received the message, and yesterday was the first day in 2 years that I have not done my spiritual hygiene. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Where I have not done my spiritual hygiene. And every morning I wake up, I do a prayer, I do a cleanse, I do a meditation, I do my thank yous, I get into heart coherence. And yesterday I was so sick that I was bedridden. I could not do it. I don't feel 100% right now. I don't, but I'm still here because I probably shouldn't be pushing myself, quite honestly. That's part of the message. So, for weeks, I've been pushing myself to the limit, not paying attention to the season I'm in. And Spirit has told us about seasons, and you need to develop your discernment to know what season you're in when it comes to the things that you're participating in. When it's a rest season, when it's an action season, when it's a marination season, when it's an idea season, you have different seasons. And you need to be able to know the energy you're in so that way you're not pushing yourself more. Like if you're in a rest season like I was, because I had just put out I had just put a lot of energy and focus into our latest episode of Spirit News, which you can find on all major platforms now through the link tree in the description bar. Very excited about that. We'd love to have you. Our latest episode is soul integration, and it was a big one. It took me a long time to cultivate that and to get all the information about that and to really put it together. I put a lot of energy into that. And then instead of resting, I pushed it forward and I wanted to do an interview with someone who I feel is a master of peace, Z the Healer, which you can find at Sublunar Intuitions on TikTok, and he goes by the Healer Z. You can find that on all of our platforms as well. And we talked about soul integration. And I'm also going to work. And so my point is, I made a big burst of energy and put out something that took a lot of energy. And I did not listen to my body for the season that came after it, which was a rest season. And I was pushing myself, and I was not listening to the signs my body was giving me. I was getting earaches, and I was getting body aches, and I was getting headaches. And I was like, oh, fine, just take some medicine, mind over matter, just keep going. And it's like, okay, well, to an extent, but you have to give your body's dense. And even though your light body wants to keep moving forward and doing all these things, and your light body never stops moving. When I see people's light bodies, they're always shuffling and dancing and moving in and out of each other and morphing into all these things because energy never stops moving. But in your dense body, you have to listen to the seasons you're in, because you can push yourself to the limit and make yourself sick. Okay, so that's what the point we're getting at. So, especially in this time where we have major planetary alignments. Well, so we had it says 6 major planets, along with the moon, will align, creating a rare and significant celestial event with deep spiritual meaning, occurring on the weekend of January 25th. That's this weekend. So it's a planetary parade that will enhance personal and collective growth through a unique combination of cosmic energies. So you also have to remember that in this time we're in, during where we're at in the solar system, hey Jacoby, where we're at in the solar system, we're closer to the sun than we have been in 36,000 years, because we're going through a cycle. We're going into a golden age. We've talked about this many times. And so we're going to have ascension symptoms. So you have to know the season you're in. You have to know when your ascension symptoms are telling you, I need to rest. I need to not push myself at this time. I need to allow myself to do self-care, do some baths, put the lotion on the skin, drink the tea, light the candle, put your feet up, watch the show, meditate, exercise, that's the season you're in. Not do all of that and work and then do your hobbies and then take care of your kids. And, so I made myself sick. I pushed my body too far. I wasn't listening to the signs. I didn't do my spiritual hygiene on one of the biggest, most rarest planetary alignments that we've had in a long time this weekend. And so, happy birthday, Ophelia. And so I got sick. So it's my own fault. So know your seasons, people. Know what season you're in and be able to read it and go by it, because you'll make yourself sick. I promise you, you'll make yourself sick. Also at this time, I made myself sick because not only was I not resting to release some emotions that I had about a mother wound, it came up for me last night, and while I was the sickest I've been, and it came up when I took a shower and I put the Epsom salts in and I turned the lights off, and I was like, and I realized I had some emotions about my mother that I was not releasing, and I knew I had them, and I just kept pushing it off, and I really regret that, and I realized that I did that. So I try not to be too hard on myself, but all of us are going to have mother wound, father wound, some kind of wound that was inflicted by somebody you care about, that now is the time to release, because it'll make you sick. It really will. It'll make you sick. It will manifest itself physically in your body and make you sick in some shape, form, or matter. And so I released it by having a good cry, a good ugly cry in the shower. I had a good ugly cry in the shower. I did. And I was like, why don't you love me? Why didn't you care about me? Why am I not good enough for you? Just the things that aren't true, but like as a child, that's what it would made me feel like. And so I had to release that. And that was part of my pent up emotional energy that made me sick. Okay, so that is all about that. I hope it was received. So, Kenneka Jenkins, girl, thank you so much for coming to me. I've been having a lot of Passover loved ones come to me, which I'm so honored. I'm so honored. I want to answer the call. That's why I'm here, sick. And I'm here. I want to answer the call. So, Kenneka, let's do this. So, I do know some information about her because of what I watched in the past, but I didn't go out of my way to learn more because I don't want to lead myself. I have to say before we start, first and foremost, for legal purposes, this is for entertainment purposes only. This will all be allegedly. I cannot prove anything that comes through. All we are doing is working with her on the other side as a spirit, as a soul, to get a higher perspective of what happened, to solve the mystery, to help heal the hearts of those who loved her most, who are hurting, who are suffering because of this trauma that they've gone through, because she was taken too soon. So we want to let everyone know that we're here to be kind. We're here with love in our hearts. We're not here to benefit off the demise of Kenneka Jenkins. We get no money for this. We're just here being of service, answering the call. 222 on the clock, okay? Let's do it. All right. Kenneka. Kenneka, we love you so much. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. Please step into our energy field if you are with your guides and you're in a place of love and healing. We'd be happy to have you in our energy field with Archangel Michael protecting us. Please share your experience with us. Property. So this is how she was feeling. Okay. So I kind of get the energy of she may have done something that she may have, I know she was at a hotel, so I'm getting the kind of vibe, it was like a hotel party. I'm getting the vibe that she had already felt apprehensive about going to this party. That's what I'm feeling. She was thinking that there was something about the party that she felt that she couldn't communicate about. It was a feeling. Something she couldn't put intellect to, but she felt like she shouldn't go. She was like, oh, I don't know, I guess I'll go. How was it at the party? How did you feel when you were at the party at the hotel? Yeah, she definitely had a feeling. She had a bad feeling. About the party. There's something about someone that she went with. She may have been drugged. All right. Yeah, what we do know is that she was gouging. Two. Spirit said two. I'm getting something, and I don't know for sure yet. We'll clarify it with the cards, but I'm getting something about who she went with. She wasn't sure about who she went with. Foretell death. There's something about Zachary. There's something about her having a really bad feeling about going with somebody she didn't trust to some party at the hotel. She may have, it kind of reminds me of like you have one drink, but you get drunk way too quickly for one drink. So it gives me kind of the vibe that she was drugged or something. Spirit just said collective consciousness. Okay, Kenneka, please tell me more. Tell me more, honey. What else? All right, I have 2 yellow, 2 blue. We'll do some Trivial Pursuit. I have 2 yellow, 2 blue. Please tell me about these friends. What was Mitch Miller's first #1 LP? Sing Along with Mitch. Yeah. A friend who may have invited her at the last minute. Someone who may have invited her to come along with them at the last minute. She wasn't really wanting to party. There was something about her. It wasn't her first pick to go. She wasn't the first pick to go. It was a last minute ride along. Okay. It was a last minute decision she made impulsively. Tell me more. Hi, Christina. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Make sure you're hitting that like button so we can get into the algorithm so people can find us. What coaster's character has a picture of a cowboy tattooed on her spine saying Phoenix, Arizona, 1949? Little Egypt. Little Egypt. Little Egypt. What coaster's character has a picture of a cowboy tattooed on her spine? One of these friends may have a tattoo of a sphinx or a phoenix or some kind of Egyptian tattoo. They may have some kind of tattoo that's Egyptian or of a phoenix, a sphinx or a phoenix, possibly on the back. Okay, that's very specific. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm getting. What soul master has the most songwriting credits after Pete Townsend on The Who's My Generation LP? Oh, that's so funny because Spirit also said generational something. I forgot what they said. I forgot. She may have forgotten where she was. The Who. She may have forgotten who she came with, who she was, where she was at. What soul master has the most songwriting credits after Pete Townsend on The Who's My Generation LP? James Brown. Possibly someone named James. Pete. Yeah, something about her not being able to recall anything because she was drugged. You know, I had been drugged one time. I was drugged with GHB when I was very young, like 17, 18. I was at a party next door at a neighbor's house, and she was like, drink this. And I trusted her, so I drank it, and I completely blacked out. But I was interacting, and I was actually like participating in the party, but I did not remember anything. And to this day, I still don't remember anything. There are like bits and pieces in the beginning when it was like digesting, but there's pictures of me partying. There's things of, there's no video back then because it was a while ago, but that's what this feels like a complete blackout, like just not even knowing who I am, where I was, what I was doing, who I was with.
A decade ago.
a decade ago. 2017. 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Yeah, this was 9 years ago, and Spirit said a decade ago. So there's definitely something here about that, and I can feel it, and it's an uncomfortable feeling because it's almost like this says what soul master, so it's almost like what that feels like from my perspective, and what I'm getting as a similar feeling in this reading is it's like not being in control, but not even, but your higher self always has awareness of what's happening. So your soul can be witnessing what's happening and not being able to do anything. It's like a powerless feeling. So that's kind of like what I'm getting, which is probably why she gave us this. Okay. What's the longest single ever to hit the top 10? Hey Jude. What's the longest single to ever hit the top 10? Hey Jude. I'm not familiar with the song Hey Jude, so let's look it up. Hey Jude lyrics. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. Don't be afraid, you were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the... And Spirit said Tyler and Zachary, James. Anytime you feel pain, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders, for well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. You're waiting for someone to perform with, and don't you know that it's just you? The movement you need is on your shoulder. Remember to let her under your skin. By the Beatles. You have found her, now go and get her. There's something about... She was drugged, okay? She was drugged. Her soul may have been trying to help her escape. That might be why she may have left. But they may have found her wandering the hallways and tried to get her to come back or something. Lipstick. And try to get her to come back. For well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Don't let me down. Didn't I tell you she may have fallen or something? She was with friends that did not care about her, okay? There may have been some accident that was not communicated. They may have found her. They drugged her, first of all. They drugged her. It might have been a friend. Tell me who drugged her. Tell me who drugged Kenneka. Kenneka, tell me who drugged you. Oh, do you want to do the word tiles? Okay. Let's do the word tiles. Kenneka, who drugged you? Oh, that's a lot that fell out again. Brothel. Asleep. Nothing. Spirit just said brothel and asleep. There's something about a setup. This party... Kenneka, what were you into? What's going on? Spirit just said brothel. Record. Asleep, record. Already. Record already. Hurry up, record already. Rhythm. Sleep rhythm. This is something these people do often. Million. Woman. Excuse my stuffy nose. Betrayal. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm going to say it before I keep drawing more tiles to confirm. So she had a friend, okay? Or somebody she knew. I don't know how well she knew them yet. But she already didn't really trust this person. This person invited her at the last minute to go to a party. It wasn't this person's number one pick, but it was a last minute pick to replace somebody else who was supposed to go. This person has friends who are like pimps or something, or like a brothel, or they sell sex, or they, I don't know, something like that. They get money to, they may sell something they record online. They may get women to go to sleep. They have a rhythm of doing this, to record them having sex with women who are incapacitated, and they sell it online. Okay? Something like that. This is something that this friend is involved with. This friend may have supplied women for this group of men to do this. And Kenneka went unassumingly, even though she had a bad feeling about it. She was a princess. She did not expect this to happen. Okay? So she went to this party. This friend might have been like, please, Pen, remember. Yeah, she was drugged. I'm telling you, she was drugged. They should do a toxicology analysis on her. I don't know if they've done that, but they definitely should do a toxicology report. I don't know what they found in her system, but there's something about her being drugged. Curious. She had a bad feeling to not go, but she was curious because her friend may have, spiced it up, saying, oh, these guys are rich, they'll spend money on us, you're gonna have fun, they're gonna have all kinds of things, they could be our sugar daddies, things like that. They played it up to her, okay? Cherish. She wants me to tell her family to not remember her this way, because she did go to the party with thoughts of possibly being like a sugar baby, or these men being, having a lot of money, and being able to party with men. It was like a naive kind of thing. It wasn't because she wanted to be a sugar baby, but it was because she wanted to be treated like a princess, is really what it was coming from. So she's telling me to let them know that it wasn't for pleasure. She wasn't like trying to please these men for pleasure. It was just like a curiosity. She never met rich people before, and this friend who betrayed her was jazzing it up like it was gonna be some, like they were millionaires, like they were gonna, treat her like a princess and buy her all, designer handbags, shit like that. Okay. So it was, she didn't want to go, but it was like a curiosity that killed the cat. Alcohol, telling you. They gave her one drink and they put something in it, and it made her, it was calculated. I told you, it's calculated. All right, let's get one more word tile. Nugget. Nugget. Yeah, all it took was something, some kind of small amount of whatever they drugged her with that was calculated to get her to be like this. She didn't know where she was. She didn't know where she was going. She didn't know anything. She was completely blacked out. All right. What else do you want us to know? So somewhere along the lines, her soul was trying to get, her higher self was trying to get her to leave. She like knew deep down, even in that state, that she has to leave whatever condition or environment she was in. So she may have somehow escaped this room, but she was wandering the halls because she was completely blacked out. She was looking for the exit, but she didn't know where she was. She didn't know who she was. She didn't know anything. Okay. Yeah, Buck and Bronco. She was giving them a hard time. She was fighting back. She was not cooperating even in her state because she's a fighter. They were trying to record a sexual act with her while she was asleep. They thought she'd be asleep, but she didn't fall asleep. She was, the mix of alcohol and whatever they gave her made her black out, but not incapacitated. Okay. Usually there's a rhythm of them doing this where it makes them go to sleep, and they record having sex with people who are incapacitated, and they may sell it, or I don't know what they do with it. They do it for fun, because look at these boys, they do it for fun. This is something that they've done a lot, these men. They have, Spirit said brothel, so they could possibly be associated with selling this material or something, or having women who, I don't know, are willing to do this or get them victims to do this. I'm not sure, but something like that. But she was a buck and bronco. She wasn't having it. Her higher self was like, no, fight back, say, get up, get out of here, danger, danger, Will Robinson. Okay, so she left the room. She escaped the room somehow.
Evelyn isn't allowed here.
Evelyn, someone named Evelyn. Dagger. Art show today are all are welcome. Yeah, she escaped, and they all started looking for her. Because they didn't want her to obviously escape and tell everybody that I've been drugged, because they weren't aware of what space she was in. Okay, so they started looking for her. They were all looking for her. Okay, they were all looking for her, and they may have found her. They may have found her and started, just like the song says, it says, remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. So they probably found her, and they're like, hey, baby doll. Oh, we're so sorry. There must have been some confusion. Let's go back to the room and get you some food. You're clearly not feeling well. I don't know what happened. Let's just take care of you. And she was like, no. And she just kept going forward. She kept going forward, trying to escape what she knew was some kind of disaster. She knew it. She was looking for help. She was looking for some kind of authority figures to help her, because the math wasn't mathing. The math wasn't math, and the person that came on a valiant white horse to come save her was the very person that drugged her and made her feel unsafe. And she, even though she was blacked out, she knew on a soul level that this was not the place she should be at. Okay? So, what happened next? There may have been some kind of altercation. Yeah, it was like a fish. It was like a cat catching a fish. There may have been some kind of altercation where he was trying to hook her, hook, line, and sinker, trying to get her back, trying to force her to come back because she wasn't going back with the fake, the fake heart gestures, because she already knew that that person was unsafe. This person was not a white knight on a white horse. The math wasn't mathin', so what else? Yeah, this guy was just trying to clean up the mess. I'm telling you, she may have fallen down some stairs or something. She may have fallen
Markers.
she may have fallen down some stairs or something and hit her head. She may have hit her head or hurt herself, or this person hurt her, and something about stairs, a basement, a lower level. There may be marks on the wall of blood or some kind of altercation where this person may have gotten some kind of marks on them. Spirit said marker. She may have scratched the perpetrator or hurt the perpetrator. And
Archipelago.
archipelago.
1920s.
What's archipelago? I don't know. We'll look that up later. Yeah, there's something that this perpetrator cleaned up. Yeah, something about making it look like they weren't involved with something when they were. So they could easily be not looked at by authority figures. They should find out who rented that room that she was in. I don't know if that's possible. Like, I don't know how it works, but they should do a toxicology report. They should go to every staircase in that building that leads downstairs to the lower floor. Look on the walls by the handrails for some kind of, Spirit said, lipstick, or some kind of markings of something that is something else. I don't know if it's blood or if it's saliva or hair or lipstick, something that should still be there since a thorough investigation was not done. That will match someone's DNA that was in that room. That gave her the drugs.
At a set time.
At a set time. Find out who had the room under their name. Question that person. There's some kind of handprint or something that they can find on a stairwell leading downstairs to a lower level of some sorts, possibly by a washer and dryer machine or some kind of appliances. Because there's some kind of altercation. Somebody has marks. Okay? But it was cleaned up. This mother's cleaning up the mess. Okay? It was cleaned up. So they may have missed a spot. They may have missed a spot. Something sticky. It could be because she's holding jelly and there's jelly all over him. So something sticky. It Could be whatever they were drinking. Maybe she knocked it out of the hand, but she hit her head. She was disoriented. She had an altercation, and this person just let her go because this person didn't want to. They didn't want to. It was two people, a couple. It was a man and a woman. A man and a woman. Possibly her friend, and then whoever she's associated with, because she betrayed. I have betrayal here. She betrayed her friend, tricking her to come to this party as a last minute thing because there was this whole setup happening where they were ready to record somebody who was already supposed to come. They knew that Kenneka wasn't going to be down to record having sex because this is some kind of brothel or something. And the thing is, ladies, the thing is, nothing's for free. If there is a man out there who wants to spend money on you, wants to get you drunk, wants to invite you to a hotel room, take that as a sign that he expects something. No offense to all, maybe not all men are like that, but in this situation, she already had a bad feeling about it. Yeah, it's kind of funny that this friend's inviting me last minute. I don't even get time to think about it to a hotel room full of rich men. If they're so rich, why are they in a shitty hotel room? You know? And why are there so many of them? Why are we the only females? Like, these are situations you gotta trust your intuition about, and that is the strongest indication you should not go. That's a red flag, and you should trust it. Kenneka is completely sorry for choosing to go against her better judgment. She knew deep down she shouldn't go. Kenneka, any last minute? So we gave some, I don't know what's going on with the investigation. There could be a cover-up because the hotel was negligent on many levels, possibly with security footage. Spirit said dog. Maybe they should get a dog in there to sniff out the staircases. They may find some kind of DNA that they can sniff out to be tested against people who have criminal record for prostitution or I don't know what it's called when you're a man and you run a brothel. I don't know what that's called. I don't know the lingo, but just a few more months and this could be happening. Yeah, this friend was a narcissist. Sexuality. Yeah, this friend set them up to be sexually abused. Because they're a narcissist and they're a gold digger and they did it for money, and the person that they had canceled at the last minute. So this person chose to betray their friend for a group of men to sexually abuse them, to record it for money. Yeah, she made it honeymoon phase in reverse. She made it sound like it was like she was going to be treated like a princess. These are rich guys, and they're going to treat us, they're going to take us out to dinner, and they're going to do this and that, and all we have to do is just have some fun with, just party with them. No, that is not, no, that's never how it goes. No, the dog of the jack, no. Ugh. So the hotel may have been, the hotel can't let go of some kind of material they have because it implicates their negligence in the fact that they may have attributed somehow to someone else who was under extreme duress and moving quite shifty through the hallways. It may have been seen. Look, pets and spirit said dog in reverse. It may have been seen on the cameras, but it was ignored. It was ignored as just somebody, somebody's just out in the hallways again, faded, let's not check up on them. Let's not go to them at where they are and see if they're okay. That is negligence. If the security guy in the room saw somebody wandering the hallways, going up against the walls, tripping over their legs the way they were, you should have got your ass up gone out
90,
there 90 and gone over there and seen if they're okay, and you did not. That is negligence. That is an offense that could be brought into court as a lawsuit of negligence. So that's why the hotel may be hiding some kind of footage that would implicate themselves as not having done anything. They didn't do anything. Okay, Kenneka, we love you so much. Thank you for sharing this message with us. We're so sorry for this that you were put in this situation. I know one of the lessons that she's sharing with us is that she wished she would have followed her intuition. She knew from the very beginning that whatever this friend was proposing for this party was a bad deal. She knew it. She knew it. And she didn't listen to the way she felt, and she ignored the way she felt. She went anyway. Okay, I know that for sure. That's something that she's saying. What else would you like to say to us about what you would have done differently? That's too many, honey. Can I have a little less? Passion. Passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight. Balance and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within us. Intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Yes, her soul was telling her to get out of there, even in that state where she was beyond. She didn't know where she was or where she was going. She just knew she had to find an exit. Confirmation. I was just going to say something and I didn't know if I should say it. So she wishes she would have been more. She was a people pleaser, okay? She wished she would have been more passionate about her own opinions, about saying no, being able to say no. But this person was a narcissist, this friend of hers. They just kept pushing and pushing. Come on, Kenneka, come on, don't be a pussy. Don't you want to have fun? You're young. Don't you want to, just kept pushing and pushing. And even though she kept feeling that this person was just eating away at her passion to be authentic and trust herself. Okay, she gave in to this person because she was promised all these things, and she wishes that she would have showed more passion and more fire to say no, I said no, now get the hell out of here, I don't want to go. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to say no to somebody. If she had just had the passion and the fire and the courage to say no to this person, this would have never happened. So she's saying that she wishes she would have followed divine flow, followed her own passion, said no, follow divine flow, follow the feeling that she had from her intuition telling her, do not go to this. This is not something you want to go to. Because the person, choose kindness in reverse, the person that betrayed her was never kind to her. That's why she had a bad feeling to begin with. Why is this person all of a sudden
forgot to tell you.
treating me? Oh, Spirit just said, forgot to tell you. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, there's not going to be one guy. It's more like 6 guys. Okay, and the only 2 girls. So sorry, I forgot to tell you. Like, this person was a liar to begin with. This person didn't do or say kind things to them. So immediately off the bat, when this person invited them to this hotel party with these millionaires, she already knew that this person's a liar and is not a kind person. So she didn't take that into consideration either. Sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Yeah, she didn't stay home in the sanctity of her home. She didn't stay safe. She put herself in an unsafe environment. What do you want to say to your family? What do you want to say to your family? I lovingly accept myself. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I told you, when you go to the other side, you forgive yourself. You go into a life review and you realize that, you know, when you're having this linear view, you sometimes don't get a higher perspective because you're not at that level of consciousness to do that. And that's what we teach you on Spirit News, to get a higher perspective of linear views, that you can do that by connecting to your higher self. And you may do things that you regret, you may do things that put you in danger, but she's saying, I lovingly accept myself, and I accept that these are the choices I made, and I accept that this is what happened to me, this is my fate. So she wants her family to accept it as well. She's not far.
Help speak.
Divine Feminine. She's a very good person, kind-hearted. I am fulfilled by love. I'm gonna cry. I clear my energy field. Be at ease. She's in a place of self-love now where she has pure, unconditional love. And whatever people-pleasing wound she was carrying in her human experience is healed now. And she's going to carry this lesson over into the next incarnation, whatever that may be. And she's going to have more self-love in the next one. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Kenneka. Thank you so much for sticking around during my sickness. I'm very happy to bring the messages forward. Thank you for putting up with my stuffy nose.
Maintenance.
We love you so much. Thank you, Kenneka Jenkins. We close out this session. Thank you to Spirit for bringing this message forward. And we hope it helps in any way, shape, or form. Love you. Bye.